week 3, day 2 of the Suyinliftsmas workout challenge. And today we're gonna do something a little bit different. So all morning I've been trying to figure out how the hell am I gonna do a HIIT workout today, because my body is so sore. And I was like, you know what? Push through it. Push through it for everybody that's doing the challenge. But I'm gonna take this workout today, or this day, as kind of a reminder to everybody to listen to your body, because of course I could push through and do a HIIT workout, but long term or tomorrow, recovery wise, I would just be hurting my body. And it's important, again, and I think I've mentioned this quite a bit during our workouts, it's important to listen to what your body is telling you. So even though I feel a little bit guilty for letting you guys down by not doing a HIIT workout today, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to listen to my body. And yeah, it's kind of tough for me because I think a lot of the time I put a lot of other things before myself. But today, this is going to be a little lesson to all of us to just slow down, listen to your body when you feel sore, and that it is okay to take a rest day or a day off from training if that's what serves you best that day. So I'm gonna put you guys through a nice mobility stretch sequence with me today. And if for you feel like today you were really looking for that intensity, I invite you to go back to either last week or the week before, and you could redo that HIIT workout that we did on one of those weeks. But if you feel like maybe a stretch would be good for you as well, then I invite you to join me today in doing that. So we're gonna start on our back, and we're gonna just interlock our fingers behind one leg, and bring that leg up to the sky. We're just gonna hold. So we're gonna kind of start through our lower body for our stretch and then just work our way up. So typically with this stretch, you wanna hold it for about 20 to 30 seconds, just to give your body enough time to kind of release any tension that you feel. So I'm just gonna hold a little bit longer here. And then from there, I'm gonna put my hand on the side of my knee, and I'm just gonna let my leg come to the side while still adding a little bit of support. And I want you guys to focus on keeping that opposite hip on the ground. And as you feel your leg release, it might drop kind of slowly towards the ground. Still offer a little bit of support on that knee joint. Just let that leg gradually open. And we're just gonna keep on holding. And it's funny how when I started, my leg was about here, and now I'm already dropping as my muscle releases more and more. If you find that you feel any extreme tightness, just try to focus your breath to that area of your body. So right now I'm feeling a bit of tightness here in my hip. So I'm just gonna breathe and try and send that relaxation and breathing to that hip joint to help relax. And just feel that stretch more and more. Let's continue to hold as we let that leg slowly drop. Still supporting that knee, making sure our hip on the other side is still anchored to the ground. So just hold a couple more seconds, guys. You guys gradually just bring that leg back up, and let's hug it to our chest and just hold it. And then from here, we're going to repeat that same sequence on the other side. So I'm going to bring this leg up, interlock fingers, my leg is now straight. I'm just going to hold for about 20 to 30 seconds before we begin to gradually let our leg open up to the side. Let your body absorb kind of that feeling of stretch. And again, you'll notice that with time, your muscle should release a little bit, even though it might feel quite tight at the beginning. You can still focus on your breathing, sending your breath to where you feel tightness. And then from here, guys, we're going to start to gradually let our leg come to the side. Support behind that knee joint, and just let your leg open up to the side. Still supporting it lightly on the knee. Just kind of let it do its thing. If you feel like your leg is gradually dropping, you can allow it to just go down. Keeping this hip anchored on the floor. Touching this tree. Still sending your breath to any area that might feel tight. And just keep holding that, gradually letting the leg come down. Alright guys, whoops. So from here, let's pull that leg back to our chest and just hold it. Alright, so from here, I'm going to invite you guys to cross one leg over the other. Again, we're going to interlock fingers behind and just pull gently towards your chest. If you want to make the stretch a little bit more deep, push this knee out gently as you draw in towards your chest. Just hold. You should feel a good stretch kind of right in that side of the hip, the leg that's bent. Cross the other leg. And we're just gonna hold. Again, you can take some deep breaths in. Exhale. If you want to increase the stretch a little bit, it's a good opportunity to kind of take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, gently pull back a little bit more to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. And using your breath to deepen a stretch is really helpful because it kind of calms your body down as you try to create a little bit more tension, or not stress, but kind of tension and release through areas that feel tight. Alright, so guys, let's swap our legs out now, and same thing, we're going to cross over, interlock our hands, gently pulling in towards your chest. Focus on your breathing. Again, if you want to deepen the stretch, take a deep breath in, and then exhale as you gently pull that leg a little bit closer in. Again, I invite you to push this knee out slightly if you want to deepen that stretch. I know for me, on this side, I feel a little bit more tension in this hip than the other side, so I need to be a little bit more gentle and just really feel it out. For sure, I feel tighter on this hip than the other. We're just going to continue to hold. Take a couple other deep breaths. Increase that stretch a little bit if you feel like you need a little bit of a deeper stretch. We're going to hold a couple more seconds. Alright, now guys, I invite you to pull both of your knees to your chest, and we're just going to hold. If you want to rock a little bit side to side, you may. Find that you get a nice little massage from the floor on your lower back when you do this, which feels awesome, especially if you're feeling tightness or if your body is feeling sore. This is a great little tool just to kind of self-massage yourself with the floor. Alright guys, so from here, I'm going to have you guys go into a tabletop position. And I'm going to have you guys round your spine up and then sink your heart to the floor. So we're just going to go between kind of a cat pose. Pretty sure this position when you drop your chest is called sewing machine. It's a yoga pose. So we're just going to round up and then drop down. And just continue to do these two movements. You can go at your own pace. Feel it out. Feel where your body needs to be. If you find that kind of coming up, rounding, you feel a nice release, and you can hold a little bit higher and hold a little bit longer. If you feel that when you sink down, you feel a better stretch, you can hold this one a little bit longer. Just kind of feel it out. continue to do a couple of these. Feel that nice stretch in your spine when you round up. Still just focus through your breathing. Alright, so from here we're going to stay in this position and I'm going to have us go into an exercise / movement called thread the needle. So from here we're just going to kind of imagine that this would be the needle that we're threading and you would come down and then back up. So just like this. It gives you kind of a nice rotation through your spine. So for this one, I'll just have you guys do one side, and again, go at your own pace, okay? So we'll just do it for a couple seconds, just kind of threading that arm through, and then coming back up, just going at our own pace. We don't have to all be synchronized together. Just kind of feel out. Feels good for your body. We'll get a couple more on this side. Threading that arm through. And let's get one last one. So wherever you guys are, I'll have you do one final threading with that side, and then we're gonna switch to the other arm. All right, so let's get that other side going. Rotate through, and then back to center. Again, just go at your own pace. Do what feels good for you. Still focus through your breath. And just take this today as kind of a little opportunity just to connect with your body. You can also think of this as you kind of treating your body to a little tune-up. All right, so from here, I'm gonna have you guys now sit back on your feet. And from here, I want you to walk fingers forward. And we're just gonna stay here for a couple seconds. Feel that nice stretch up through your back. You can kind of push your knees out a little bit here so there's room for your torso. And we're just gonna sit in this position. Fingers forward. I think this is called child's pose in yoga. So it's very relaxing. So just hold it. Focus on your breathing still. Just let your whole body relax. Keep holding that position. Just focus on breathing. So from here, guys, I'm going to invite you to walk your hands to one side. You can still place your forehead on the floor and just hold now this nice side stretch. And hold a little bit longer. Feel that nice stretch up the side of your torso. Still focus on breathing and just relaxing your body. All right, guys, let's now walk our hands to the other side. And same thing, just relax. Enjoy that nice stretch. Couple more seconds on the side here. And then let's go back to center for a second. And just feel maybe how there's a little bit less tension in your back. Just hold this position. position for a little bit longer. All right, from here, I invite you guys to take a seat with your legs extended in front of you. And then from here, we're gonna cross one leg over the other. And you're gonna place your elbow other side of that leg, and then we are gonna rotate and just kind of push your chest up and feel that nice, again, stretch through your spine. We're just gonna sit here for a couple seconds, take a couple deep breaths in and out, just relax, feel that nice twist. Just keep holding, guys, we're doing great. It's important to take time to stretch, especially when your body is asking for it. But I know that a lot of us, myself included, don't always prioritize it as much as we do our workouts. But if you think about it, you probably bring your car in to get serviced, kind of for like a little tune-up. Think of your body as kind of being that same thing where you need to tune it up sometimes and just service it, right? So you can think of stretching as kind of servicing your car, but your body is your car. So we're just gonna hold a little bit. I don't know if I told you guys that I switched sides, but I switched sides. So if you haven't switched yet, you can switch. Just keep holding that stretch. All right, so from here, I'm gonna have you guys sit upright, still on the ground. We're gonna bring the soles of our feet together. And then from here, I invite you guys just to gently start bouncing your knees up and down, kind of like if you were a butterfly and your legs were your wings. Just bounce the knees up and down. And then, once we've bounced for a little bit, I invite you guys to now try to just push knees down. If you want, you could use your arms or just kind of focus on pushing them down with your legs instead of your hands. And then we're just gonna hold. All right, so if you want, you can put a bit of pressure with your elbows, kind of lean forward, leading through your chest. Hold. So now that we've kind of warmed up our flexors from here, I'm gonna have you guys flip over, and I want you to put your kind of toes flat on the ground. You can even have your big toes together if you'd like touching. And we're just gonna let our hip flexors and our inner thighs get a nice little stretch. I know that this position can be quite uncomfortable. I know for me, I definitely feel quite tight here. So just focus through your breathing. Some people call this the frog pose. I've heard a couple different names for it. But I think a lot of us hold quite a bit of tightness, especially since a lot of us sit down for long periods of time, which can cause kind of this area to shorten a little bit. So by stretching it, it will help, but it's not always the most comfortable position to be in. So let's just keep on holding a little bit longer. And I find with this one especially, as you hold, you do notice a difference. There is release going on, but it's still, again, not the most pleasant feeling. So just try to focus on your breathing. Hold a couple more seconds, and then I'm going to invite you guys now to come back to that seated position that we were in, and let's bounce our knees again. Now it feels a little bit better this time doing the bounce because we've already kind of loosened stuff up a little bit. All right, so from here, I invite you guys to come into a lunge, but we're gonna have our knee on the floor. From here, I want you to drive this knee forward. And again, we're gonna feel a nice stretch here, and let's just hold. Keep on holding that position. And then guys, let's swap to the other side. Driving that knee forward. Feel that nice stretch. You keep holding it. Couple more seconds on this side. Alright, so I'm gonna have you all stand up, and we're gonna do a couple standing stretches now. So we're gonna do a little roll through our spine all the way down. When you get to the bottom, I want you to hold it for a couple seconds. Then we're gonna roll all the way back up. So let's do that together, starting through your shoulders, kind of round up, and then roll all the way down, and just hang here for a couple seconds. You can kind of let your face relax as well. And then from here, guys, we're gonna roll back up. Let's do that again. Roll, initiating through the shoulders. And a ragdoll here at the bottom. Try to release any tension in your arms. You can kind of just hang. And then from here, let's roll back up. Let's do that one more time. Roll all the way down. And just hang here. And then roll back up. All right, guys, so that concludes our little mobility stretching workout, I guess, or stretch out for today. Again, this just kind of comes as a little reminder to everyone to always kind of listen to your body. If you feel like maybe a HIIT workout would serve you today, I'm glad that we were able to do a little bit of something together. I know that I wanted to stay consistent with this for you guys. So I'm giving you what I can for today. Remember guys, even if you completed our little mobility stretch sequence, it still counts as an entry for the challenge. So if you complete it, don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Suyinlifts using the hashtag Suyinliftsmas challenge for the chance to win sessions in the new year. I hope that you guys have a great week. And you can always use this video as something to go back to if you ever feel like your body needs a little tweaking, a little stretching. Now this will be saved on the tube or on YouTube. I don't know what people call it, the tube, but it'll be saved there so that you guys can complete it another time. If you feel like hitting up that HIIT workout, getting that done, you could always go to last week's or the weeks before to get a little bit of a higher intensity workout than we did today. So I will see you guys all on Friday for our full body toning workout. And if you guys participated today, hope that you enjoyed our stretching sequence. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.